Hello everyone, today I am going to discuss functional group and their reactions. So in that first we are discussing about the alcohol. Alcohol has a melting point, it has a melting point 156 Kelvin, it has a boiling point 351 Kelvin, it's a soluble in water, it's a soluble in water, it's a burning in test, it's a burning in test, okay. So these are the properties of alcohol. Next we are going to discuss the reaction of alcohol with the sodium. So ethanol, this is the ethanol formula, C2H5OH plus sodium, and it is forming sodium ethoxide, C2H5ONA plus H, hydrogen is getting released. So in this case, in case of ethanol, so if you are adding ethanol with the sodium, then this sodium is replaced on the place of hydrogen, and hydrogen is releasing as a gas here. So this compound we call it as a sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide. Okay, so this is the reaction between ethanol and sodium. Then we are getting a sodium ethoxide. So next reaction we will discuss about the ethanol. That is a dehydration of ethanol. Dehydration of ethanol. Okay, so in this case ethanol C2H5OH, if you are heating it at a 443 Kelvin along with the if you are heating ethanol at 443 Kelvin with the concentrated H2SO4, then we are getting hydrogen, then H2 molecule we can just remove it. It means ethanol is getting dehydrated. So ethanol, it is heating at a 443 Kelvin with a concentrated H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. We are getting C2, that is ethene we are getting here, plus H2O. So this is called dehydration of ethanol. Ethanol at 443 Kelvin in the concentrated H2SO4, if you are heating it, then we are getting ethene. That is it is having double bond. It is a here alkane form. It is a saturated. One is unsaturated hydrocarbon plus H2O. H2O molecule is getting removed from the ethanol. So we are calling it as a dehydration of ethanol. Next we will discuss about the ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. So by name only we can define that. Eth means two carbon, AN matlab it has a single bond, and OIC means it has a carboxylic group. So C2 CH3 C double bond O OH. So this is called ethanoic acid. Now this ethanoic acid is reacting with sodium hydroxide. Then in this case, if ethanoic acid is reacting with the sodium hydroxide, then we are getting and in this case this H and this OH together it will be as a H2O. Ethanoic acid reacting with a base, and we are getting the sodium ethoxide, same, plus H2O. Ethanoic acid is also called as acetic acid, and again we can name it as a glacial acetic acid also. So now in case of vinegar we can discuss. So 5 to 8% of acetic, in case of acid 5 to 8% of acetic acid will be there. Acetic acid and ethanoic acid are the same. 5 to 8% of acetic acid will be there. In a vinegar. And why we call it as a ethanoic acid as a glacial acetic acid? Because ethanoic acid has a melting point. It has a melting point 291 Kelvin, and because of that it freezes in winter at a cold climate. It has a 291 Kelvin. Because of this reason it freezes in a winter at cold climate. So we call it as a glacial acetic acid. Glacial acetic acid, because it freezes in the winter season at a cold climate, so we call it as a glacial acetic acid. So now we will discuss about the reaction between ethanoic acid and ethanol. So that is called esterification. So what is esterification? We will discuss here. Esterification. Esterification reaction. In this case, ethanol C2H5OH that is reacting with acetic acid or ethanoic acid. Okay, and in the presence of, there is no reagent here. In this case, how the compound will be there? As ester CH3 C double bond O, then C2H5. So this is called sweet smelling agent. It is a ester. It is a sweet smelling agent, that we call it as a ester. Then as a H2 it will be there as a remote. So now we are discussing about after the esterification reaction, we discuss about the saponification. What is meant by saponification? The process of formation of soap is called a saponification process. Saponification. The process of formation of soap is called saponification. Okay, so now what is the saponification reaction? In this reaction, ester already we got, ester is formed. That ester is reacting with a base that is called sodium hydroxide, and it is forming a compound. That compound we call it as a soap. So CH3 C double bond O, sorry. So this is called ester. Now this ester is reacting with the sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH, and now we are getting a compound CH3 COO. This is called sodium ethoxide. This is only the soap. This we call it as a soap. Plus ethanol C2H5OH. So this compound we are getting in case of saponification process. So tomorrow in detail we will discuss about the micellar formation. That is very important topic. So thank you.